This is a 360 3D system. It's the Camos UK OmniView system. So 4 cameras, one on each side of the motorhome, and the motorhome is represented by a photograph of its roof, which we've applied to the area that's in the middle of the left hand side of the screen. So you wouldn't see anything on the roof now because that was a photograph when the vehicle arrived. But that's a representation, and all around is real in real time. The right hand side of the screen is currently showing the driving view, so it's a mirror image. It's only the unit door, but you get the idea, and when you're in traffic you would see the traffic behind you. So that's one driving view. That's a 2D driving view, top, rear. The option is to have 3D front and top as a driving view. So that's the secondary driving view. That's the front camera and the rear camera, and this view is a security view. So it's quad and top, and that's purely for security if you're parked inside the motorhome. We do install a 3-way power switch, so it can be powered via the leisure battery, which also means you could leave it recording. The 3D system records, so you could leave it recording while you're away from the motorhome and switch the monitor off independently. So you can see on the right hand side they're quite small, but that is HD, so if you were to open those recordings up, it is full HD, and you can obviously see the fisheye effect because they're 185-degree cameras. So that's purely for security and the recorded view. Going back to the driving view, so that's the standard driving view, and when you indicate, you get the right hand camera if you indicate right, and we've took that's a calibrated view as well, so it's not just a fisheye view, it's a calibrated view, and we've calibrated it looking slightly back into the blind spot, so into the wing mirror blind spot. I know you can only see the unit there, but you get the idea. If you're in traffic, you would see your blind spot. So that's the initial view. You could have as a secondary view the opposite camera, so if you're at a junction or you're driving abroad and you want to see the opposite camera when you're at a T-junction, you could have that as a secondary view. We've just put a 3D view as the secondary, but the system is completely configurable, so you could change that to the opposite camera rather than 2 or 3 views of the same camera. So that's the left-hand camera, the near side, and then the same principle with the right hand camera, and these are triggered automatically, but to get the secondary views we have a key box button which gives you access to those views, and as I just said, you could have the opposite camera if that's helpful in the UK or abroad, and that's really easy to change. So they're the triggered indicator views. The next triggered view is the reverse. So that's the reverse view, top and rear. The red line is at 50 centimetres, yellow at 150, green at 250, and we can set those to whatever you may want them. The width is the same width as the wing mirrors, so slightly wider than the motorhome. So that's the first reversing view, and as before you've got some options for a 3D reversing view and the full rear. So that's the rear triggers. Park, and then the final triggered view is hazards. So full top, and off the button you can get back to the front camera, and then you can get back to a driving view. So if you're forced at a campsite or something like that to put hazards on and you just want the driving view, you can select the driving view via the key box. So that's the final triggered view. And finally, just you might just be able to see it, but we put a marker on the graphic. So that blue line there, I know it's not grey, it's blue, but that is the grey waist on this motorhome. It's a Coachman. The grey waist is in the middle of the motorhome, so we've just put a line across what is the centre of the aircon unit there, but that's just a marker for the grey waist, so it makes it a little bit easier when you're dumping your grey waste. We can also put a marker for your fresh, and if you did have a black tank as well, we could put a marker for that. So that's the 360 3D Camos camera system. The main difference between the 2D and the 3D is with 3D you get recording, so if you want recording, the 3D system is the one for you. And if you want those extra views, especially being able to see the opposite left or right camera when you're at a junction, then the 3D system also gives you those additional views via the key box button. Please contact us on 01733 246 473 or sales@trailervision.co.uk. We are Camos UK, but our limited company name is Trailer Vision. Camos is a South Korean manufacturer, so that's why we use their brand name in the UK. So it's Trailer Vision Limited, Camos UK. Thanks very much.